Yo, what's up YouTube? What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel and thank you guys for tuning in with me today. Today we're checking out Strawberry Fields Forever, and this one is the Beatles. Am I right on that? Okay, I was like, oh, where is it on here? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It's in All Stars, man. That is hard to read, but it does say the Beatles, all right? You've got them in some suits here, man. A hippo, a bunny, I don't know, a lizard or something, and a walrus. It looks like maybe I got that right, maybe I got that wrong. But let's go ahead and read this one off. This is gonna be a donation request. My tongue ties today. Donation request, and let's go ahead and read off what it says. It says, "Hi Sean, I would like to request the Beatles Strawberry Fields Forever audio only studio version. If it's too risky in terms of maybe getting blocked, I'll be happy to choose a non-Beatles song instead. Thank you. Hope you're having a nice weekend." Yo, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for that and rocking with me today. So if it gets blocked, what I typically do is I will do your first request, and then if it gets blocked, I will ask you for a new request, and you know, obviously that it's already covered by the donation request. And then hopefully I can sometime get the original request done. So let's see how this one goes. The Beatles are tricky, man. They're one of the more tricky ones, but I do enjoy listening to the Beatles. So we're gonna risk it all, right? Magical Mystery Tour. Let's go ahead and get into this one and see what is going on right here. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description if you're curious about how to make your own donation request. That is down in the description below. If you've been here a while, consider becoming a paid member. Join me. Hit that join button. That'd be a great way to support me. Let's go ahead and take a listen. Here we go. It's all happening right here.
Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to Strawberry Fields. Nothing is real, and nothing to get hung about. Strawberry Fields forever. Living is easy with eyes closed. Misunderstanding all you see. It's getting hard to be someone, but it all works out. It doesn't matter much to me. Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to Strawberry Fields. Nothing is real, and nothing to get hung about. Strawberry Fields forever. No one I think is in my tree. I mean, it must be high or low. That is, you can't, you know, tune in, but it's alright. That is, I think it's not too bad. Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to Strawberry Fields.
Ringo, man.
Nothing is real, and nothing to get hung about. Strawberry Fields forever. Always know, sometimes think it's me, but you know I know when it's a dream. I think I know, I mean, yes, but it's all wrong. That is, I think I disagree. Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to Strawberry Fields.
Wow, it's like experimental a bit too.
Nothing is real, nothing to get hung about. Strawberry Fields forever. Strawberry Fields forever. Strawberry Fields forever.
There's that influence again, right? Is it sounds like the sitar? If I'm saying that right, sitar. I know they love that instrument. Let's see if we get more, or if that's where it fades out. Coming back. Man, they did some wild stuff. Hey, so my winning feature in this is the drumming. I'm assuming it's all Ringo, right? We'll assume that for now. The drumming was definitely amazing, right? Followed, I would say, by the vocals. The vocals sounded great on it as well. The other sounds, really, it felt like, man, where they do some experimenting here, right? This wasn't your traditional, I guess, arrangement for a song, right? When I'm thinking music, most that I grew up with, you come in, you have your intro, you have your verses, you typically about 3-verse song, you have your choruses, you have a bridge, and then you have your outro, right? Like that's your typical, like, your typical structure for a song that I grew up with. And this had some of that, but also it felt like every time a verse came and a new transition, it sounded like the instrumentation was a little bit different. I could be wrong. First listen, right? Sound like the instrumentation changed a little bit here and there. And there was a part where I felt like it was a bit wonky. Like I felt like I was like in a Willy Wonka kind of like factory moment. I don't know. The sound, it was probably a second verse, I feel like. But it felt like experiments were happening, different things. And I thought that was so cool, right? It keeps your ear intrigued and your mind focused on what are we going through. As far as what is a song about Strawberry Fields Forever, could be quite literally a strawberry field. I felt like probably not, right? There's probably more to it that I don't know since I wasn't in the time. What were the lyrics really about? What were they singing? I'm hoping we'll get some of that on the background information when we look at the wiki. But as far as the song, I definitely enjoyed the sound. Once again, it kept my ear pinned up, trying to listen and catch all the nuances that were happening, the different sounds that were happening. The vibe on the vocals just makes you feel at ease, makes you feel peaceful. But the drumming, man, that drumming was intense. I really enjoyed listening to the different sounds from the percussion on this one. Very nice. And then, of course, you get the guitars. Felt like we were going to get like a solo or a lead. And then it didn't really expand much more beyond feeling like we were going to have one, right? But I wonder who would that have been? Would that have been George? Would that have been John on the guitar? Man, let me know who maybe was taking lead on the different sections on this one. But let's learn more about Strawberry Fields Forever. All right, so right here we got Strawberry Fields Forever from the Beatles, all right? This is from A-side of Penny Lane, it says there. This was released in 1966. Psychedelic rock, pop, progressive pop, psychedelic pop, acid rock, experimental rock is all the things that it labels it as. Of course, the Lennon-McCartney partnership on the songwriting duties on this one. It says it represented a departure from the group's previous singles and a novel listening experience for the contemporary pop audience. While the song initially divided and confused music critics and the group's fans, it proved highly influential on the emerging psychedelic genre. Its accompanying promotional film is similarly recognized as pioneering work in the medium of music videos. So this was, it sounds like at the time, took people aback, saying, what are we getting musically? This isn't what we're used to. And I just kind of said that it's not what I'm used to when I listen to music. So maybe we kind of come full circle, but it feels different. It feels experimental. It feels like they are filling out a new sound, and it sounds like that's potentially what was happening at the time. It says Lennon based the song on his childhood memories of playing in the garden of Strawberry Field, the Salvation Army's children's home in Liverpool. Starting in November 1966, the band spent 45 hours in the studio spread over 5 weeks, creating 3 versions of the track. The final recording combined 2 of those versions, which were entirely different in tempo. That's why you feel that different. Like I said, it felt like there was some nuance changes, some differences that keep your ear listening, and that might be why. And that might be a smart way of making music. Think about that. If you created a song different ways and then said, let's kind of stitch this together, it really, your ear kind of catches something, right? It's not what we're used to. So the final recording did that. The mood and musical key were different. It features reverse recorded instrumentation, mellotron flute sounds, an Indian swar mandal, and a fade out, fade in coda, as well as a cello and a bass arrangement by producer George Martin. So there is a lot going on in this song. It's only 4 minutes long, man. They really, but you know, I think we learned that about the Beatles. I did in the past, I did 2 album reactions to the Beatles, and I learned you learn a lot about their work ethic and how seriously they take music and how much effort they put into the final sound of it, right? And I think that's what helped propel them to the heights that they made it. Was, you know, you don't get that far if you don't have that drive, that work ethic to make things sound as good as you want them to sound, I feel like. And I think that sounds like that's what they did with this one right here. So this song comes after Eleanor Rigsby as well. I heard that one. I believe that was only ever a Patreon release back in the day because I couldn't get it on YouTube. It would not allow me. I've seen that other people have been able to get theirs uploaded on YouTube. I wasn't ever able to. So let's hope that I can get this one up here for you guys. So thank you for the donation request. Thank you guys for being here with me today. Love the sound. And once again, I definitely picked up, they say it's experimental. I definitely picked up on that. Let me know if that's what you guys would describe that as. All right. Let me know if there's more that you guys want me to check out. Appreciate y'all being here today, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.